Okay, so as you know, I'm just a sub, just a sub, and I don't try to tell nobody how to raise their kids. Lord knows I don't. I just try to do what's best for the kids, while I'm with them. So with that being said, I work mainly with SPED kids. Um, yeah, I love it. I love what I do. Um, I really do. But it's not the kids, it's the parents, Lord. When you are when you are in a state that will provide you with the resources that you need for your child for free, but you choose not to take advantage of those resources, that really irks me. All right. I work with some nonverbal kids, and being that they are nonverbal and they have gone through the proper evaluations and stuff, you know, they're eligible to get devices to help them communicate with their parents as well as us. You know, a speech pathologist will come in and work with them on the devices maybe once or twice a week, whatever the case. But they have these devices, very good devices, I might add, very helpful. That would be very useful if they were used properly. Okay, so if your child gets a device to help them communicate not only with you and other people in the world, but as well as with the staff that they are with about 8 hours a day, you should want to make sure that your child is able to use that device. And when I hear that a parent says they only want the device sent home on Fridays, I'm just my flappers are gasted. Like, what are you gonna do on what, just on Fridays? We nothing. Why just on Fridays? See, it leads me to believe that you expect us to sit down with your child and help them navigate through these devices, as well as help the other students that are in the class navigate through their day-to-day activities. When you don't work and you sit at home all day, and then you come and pick up your child, or your child is sent home on the bus, but you don't want their device that's given to them to communicate with, you don't want that device. That leads me to believe that you just set your child in a room or something and just whatever, and then say, hey, they'll do it at school tomorrow. No. If someone is giving you something, even, you know what, nobody would, even if I had to buy it myself, it doesn't matter. We're just going to take the giving out the way. If you have something to help your child communicate with the world because they are nonverbal, this helps them communicate what's wrong with them, if they're sad, if they're hurting, if they're hungry, if you're not going to teach them ASL or have ASL taught to them, then at least take the time to teach them how to use the devices, because we don't have time to sit down and actually teach them. First of all, you have been trained on the devices. The staff that provided the devices, the speech pathologists and stuff, they trained you on how to use the device. And then the speech pathologist comes in maybe twice a week to work with them, as well as the work that you should be providing at home. Why would you not want that? Why would you not want your child to be able to communicate with the world, if at all possible? I don't understand that. I just think it's pure laziness. I really do. It's lazy. And you know, it's laziness. There's just so many other things that I could say and that I want to say, but I won't. It's laziness. Um, yeah. Like my pastor say, I ain't talking to nobody. I'm just talking. So if it don't apply to you, then fine, good. I'm glad it doesn't apply to you. But if it does apply to you and you have a special needs child, really take a look at how you are assisting your child with their growth and development. Please make sure that you're just not depending on the school to help with their growth and development. Just do that. That's the least you could do. Or actually, that's the least you should want to do. All right? Like I said, I love working with my sped babies. I love them. But I can't love them more than the parents. All right. Y'all go be great. Stand down and breathe easy.